Hey guys, so this is my awesome conference room. It's not mine, it's my apartment complex. But, anyways, I wanted to come on here and to share with you guys just this new season I've been in. I say that a lot because I believe that life is full of different seasons, that you never know how long they're going to be. You never know how short they're going to be, but there are different seasons all the time that you go through, that God takes you through. And so right now, I am currently not working for the church. I've been doing ministry with my husband. Man, I think it's like 6 years that we've been doing it together. And the last place that we were at, I was full-time on staff, which I loved. I loved so much, and I thank them for the opportunity to be able to be on staff and everything else. In this new season, I am currently not, even though they're so welcoming and loving and appreciating me for welcoming and referring to me as pastor and things like that. Those titles don't matter to me. I just love to have the opportunity to serve alongside with my husband and for God, because I feel like that's what he's brought us into in the season. And I never used to be that person, truthfully. Like, I never was that person. Like, oh, I have to be serving with him. Like, no, that wasn't me. I started off with serving like as an usher by myself, then with the youth team. Then I started the youth ministry, and then Justin came to do that with me. And before the youth team, I started the children's ministry, helped start the children's ministry and run it with our previous church in California. And so that was a lot of fun and different times that God had brought me through. And it's honestly taught me so much. But I'll never forget this one pastor who told me and encouraged me in our last transition. And he said, he didn't even know what I was going through, but he was speaking prophetically to me. And he was saying, like, you got to remember what your non-negotiables and your negotiables are in life. And you also got to remember what your purpose is, and that you're important, and that you matter to you, what your calling is, and you're responsible for that, because God's called you to do more too. And so I've always had this wanting to hide, like, because it's frowned upon. If you're an ambitious woman, if you're a woman that want to preach, if you want to have that role, if you want to be a pastor, like in not all areas, I'm just saying in some, like, or the world is judging us for being too loud, having too much attitude, being too whatever the case might be that they can label us as. And everybody has their different stories in that, but also it's harder when you're in ministry with your spouse, because you are the one that gets forgotten a lot. You're either just the wife or you're just the mom. And those things are great, and I take honor in those roles that I play. But it's definitely, to be honest, it's hard. It's hard at times, because when I don't know what role I play and where I'm at and things like that, that's difficult for me. So it's been a challenging year, but I've been holding on to this of God calling us all to preach and share the gospel. And he's called us all to do that. And I will not in a pastoral way, like, that's not what I'm saying, like, go out and share the gospel. And that's what I'm saying when I'm saying preach, but not, some people might take that as like going on a platform. And so I've held on to that because I've wanted to take heed into what God is saying to me right now in this time of that, and saying, like, you don't need a title, you don't need a platform, you just need to be a follower of who I am, and you are significant enough You are worthy enough. You are valued enough in that. And I think this has just been something I've been battling with. And I truthfully, I just want to share, because I don't know if anybody else has ever gone through that. It doesn't have to be in the ministry world. If maybe you and your spouse work and have your own business together, or whatever the case might be, that you feel in the shadows and you're dealing with honoring, and you're dealing with being okay with not being seen in that way by others, but being seen by God only. And that's the place that I'm at. And it's taken me a long time to get to this place, but it's honestly been the most rewarding for my soul. And knowing that it's the audience of one, and it is the one that I care about. It's the one that I love, the one that has given me life, the one that has changed my life forever, who has given me these gifts and talents. And so I just encourage you guys, sorry for the long video, but so much more I want to say, but I just wanted to give you a snippet of what I'm dealing with and the things that I've been struggling with. And I hope that you feel encouraged, that you're not alone, and that you know that God sees you. God sees you, and he sees the one, and he sees the one who he's called, who he loves. And yes, he doesn't want us to always be in the shadows, but I think the shadows is where it teaches us. In the wilderness is where it teaches us, it refines us, it grows us, it makes us stronger to know who he is in us and through us. And it's not about us, but it's all about him. Love you guys.